What up, y'all? Tim Z here, back at it again, like you can always expect. And today I'm gonna be doing an unboxing on something that I've been looking at for probably 15 years, right? 15 years. Wait, hold up, 15 years ago. You know what? It's about that. 15 years, right? Been looking at this watch, Helson watch company, and I finally snagged one. And it's not because I couldn't get one before. It's really more so that I been holding back on it, thinking, you know what? I don't need it. I've been getting watches that are, you know, I don't know, nicer, cost more. I've been getting a lot of them, buying, selling. And I feel like, I didn't need to get it. I just ended up with a different watch or whatever. But now is the time, right? I just suddenly started looking at them again. And they had a 15% off sale. It ends January 2nd. And you also get $50 off if you don't need the watch roll. There's a coupon code that subtracts $50, but you don't get the watch roll, which, let's be real. That's just going to end up dusty somewhere. Let's get right into this. And, with the 15% off, also, they don't come into stock very often. And, yeah, it had one of the options I was considering. I'll talk about that soon. Okay, it's nicely wrapped in bubble wrap. And I know some of y'all are like, man, how long is it going to take to open it? But after I've been waiting, or it's been on my mind for like 15 years, a few seconds is not going to mean anything to me, right? Thank you guys for watching, by the way. All right, guys. Here's a strap they give. All right, this is, damn, man. I lost the name for this strap. It's probably not a genuine copy of it. It's probably one of those copies of it because, yeah. All right. So they put their own buckle on it, Helson, and it's nice. They give you a strap option if you want to change it. You know what? It has that vanilla smell, just like the real thing. I don't know if this is the real thing. Isoprene. Yeah, that's what it is. It's funny. Smell is a very powerful sense, right? You smell stuff and it helps bring back memories. Smell something bad, you might think of your ex, whatever. They give you probably a spring bar tool. This is adjust the bracelet, a screwdriver. Now, guys, I've handled a lot of tools for watches, Swiss made tools, everything, right? Japanese. I work on watches for a living. All right. Now, this tool, I'm gonna say that it looks decent, but not Swiss made, right? I mean, it wouldn't make sense for them to include one that is, but still smooth enough and good enough for a free tool that comes with a watch. It's a very nice touch. They do not have to offer you this. They could just make you go on Amazon and buy something and adjust your own bracelet and stuff. Take off the bracelet and all that. You get so much stuff in here. Pretty nice. All right, you got, looks like screw links for the bracelet links, right? And you got the end piece, right? This probably goes straight through the case, the bigger one, the two bigger ones. Very nice that they give the extras of these. They probably figure a lot of you guys are novices and you're gonna mess up the heads of your screws, lose them, drop them, wherever. All right, this one was stamped recently. As you can see, they stamped it and then they didn't let it dry, but that's okay. Serial number 5370. The credit card stock, kind of nice. Got a down stamp, valid 12-month against manufacturing defects, crowns, cases, crystals, whatever. If you drop the watch, obviously that is not a defect. Come on, guys. You'll be surprised what people say, should be covered under warranty after they have used their watch. 5 minutes in, you know what? When it comes to watches, I talk a long time. I think I should just give up on NAF, like the NAVs and the NAFs and all those things, and just get right to it. Watches. Oh, wow, look. You know what? They put it as plastic wrapped, and they put it inside a piece of plastic, and it's like, come on. It's a long piece of plastic, and it's sticking to it because the inside plastic is like grippy, like plastic wrap. Guys, this is my first impressions, guys. You saw I just opened the box, all right? All right, let's talk about the head of the watch, right? The case. All right, bezel's nice and clicky, stiff. All right, it's like it's on the stiffer side. You're not accidentally bumping this one. No, this is a lot stiffer than a lot of the Swiss watches and even the Seikos. Yeah, I suppose that's really good, especially if you dive with it. It's nice. You got to be forceful with this one. It lines, let's see, lines up pretty dead on. I would say it's dead on with the inside marker right there. It's hard to, on the camera, it doesn't look dead on, but as a watchmaker, if I saw this, I'd be like, this is anything you would see on a Swiss watch. Yeah. And yeah, also, it's got a sapphire illumined bezel. Blue. All right. Now, this is the 38 millimeter, and I'll say I'm glad I got the 38, right? It makes sense for me, I think. 38. I could have did the 40, honestly. To be honest, when I see this in person, it might be smaller than I thought it was, and that is definitely not what she said. But yeah. All right. Let's see now. I'm gonna say the flat edges on the crown guard are not perfectly flat, so whenever they polished it with the finishing brush and polished whatever they did first, they did high finish, and then they put the satin lines on it. It's, if you can see where the light hits it right there, you can tell it's not perfectly flat, which, now, if this was a Swiss watch, that would never happen. But this is, honestly, it's a micro brand from Hong Kong. Let's be real, Helson. I don't know if there's an actual guy named Helson. It probably might be made up. But we buy this because we like it, right? All right, now, on the side of the case, I see some, like, discoloring. And I don't have any alcohol wipes here, so I can't say if that's just the machining. And from looking at this, I'm going to say this little, all right, you know what? It's probably just dirt. I probably could wipe that off with alcohol. Case back is nice. There is no serial number on the back of this case back. All right, no serial number. Nope. It got the 3570 that matches the card. My bad. Miyota 9015. Easy to get movement, so you could just do a swap. You know, a watchmaker can overhaul it easily. It is, it's got supposedly anti-reflective, but I'm going to be honest, when I'm looking at the reflection on this crystal, it does not appear to have AR coating on the inside. The outside, definitely not. Inside, I would say probably not also. There's too much reflection for this to be AR coated. This is almost like what you would see on a Rolex where it has no AR coating. It looks nice and clean. The hands look do they look flat? What time is it? Okay, let's see. Do they look flat? The hands. It's hard to see from this angle. They're not touching, but they're kind of, yeah, I think they're pretty flat. Yeah. They should be pretty flat. They're not touching. All right, now so let's see the date change. It changed good. The time is 6:26. I bumped the camera like I always do. It's not a Tim Z video if I don't bump the camera. And today is the 31st. It is New Year's Eve. Winding feels nice and smooth, All right, you got some spring on the crown. All right. Now, you can see one gasket on the outside of the crown tube. And now let's screw this back in. I want to see how smooth this feels, okay? I'm gonna send it backwards. That's a super smooth crown, guys. Super smooth crown. I'm happy with that. All right. You know, the crown guard finishing, I'm like, you know, I'm a little picky because I handled watches that are like, you know, 100,000, whatever, you know, like a couple 100,000, whatever, right? You know, so yeah, I'm very picky when I see finishing like this, right? But hey, it's a tool watch, you know, and when I see this kind of stuff, this kind of finishing, I feel like I'm not scared to use this watch at all because the finishing is not 100% to me. Yeah, let's see, crystal. Crystal is flat and it's level from what I can see with the bezel on. It's level. You know what? We're going to take off this. You know what? I haven't handled the bracelet like this with this clasp. This is my first Helson, and okay, there you go. Oh, do we have a glide lock or something here? What is this? Extension, maybe? I don't even want to force nothing here because I've never handled this watch. It looks like a diver's extension. Oh, ratcheting. Ooh. Oh, it's got some oil there. Right there, you can see oil. Yeah, they oiled the mechanism. It can ratchet out, what, like 4 or 5 times. Let's close it. Open. Oh, oops. That's nice. You know what? That's a solid mechanism. I like it. Better than a lot of watch companies, other brands. Even Seiko's diver clasp extension is not this nice. Very nice. Let's take a look at the bracelet more. The clasp, nicely machined. That's kind of thin there, you know, but it should be fine. And Helson sells parts. You know, I try to reach out to them. They didn't answer my message about buying parts because I want to be able to service this in the future. Clasp. It's nice. It's nice. It works. And you got flathead screws on the bracelet. All right, that's good. Hopefully it's not like over Loctited or anything like that. And yeah, everything looks good here. The hands are matte finished and got a lot of lume. I'm going to do another video on this. I don't got a lot of time for this video, but for my first impressions, I want to just talk about the watch feels solid. I'm happy with 38 millimeter. I think 40 might be a little too big. 42 would be a lot too much for me. I don't like it. I think 38 is good enough. The lume looks strong. The case shape looks good. It reminds me of the Submariner, and that's probably why I looked at it 15 years ago, back when, you know, trying to find an alternative, you know, something cheaper. And now I have it in hand, even though, you know, I've already had watches that cost a lot more than this one. This one, with the 15% and the $50 off, $4.59 shipped, no tax on it, and it's shipped FedEx. It got here in like less than a week, like 4 days maybe. And I gotta check the package for where it shipped from, but it was FedEx and it was super fast. Signature required. At $459, I'm gonna say that you probably you could probably buy Hamilton for $260 on sale, but it'll be like a Jazzmaster or something cheap with an ETA movement, which costs as much as the price of the watch on sale. But this I feel like is a great micro brand, and I would not pay full price, 600 for this. The 459 I'd say is decent. You know, no tax on it, so it's included in the price, whatever they do over there. And at that price, that means the watch, if you bought something else, would have to be around 400 flat, right? Something like that. And honestly, for that price, I'd say this. If you like this style and you want a tool watch, you like Helson, good choice, right? I will be wearing this, and man, I gotta do another video on this for real. 13 millimeters, no, 12. Wow, we got 12 here. That's good. 12. We have 38. Man, it might be even less than 38, to be honest. I'm catching the bezel on one side, and it's already less than 38 on here. One side is catching the bezel. Yeah, it might be more like 37, honestly, if you took off the bezel. Very nice and solid. And in let's talk about this too. In 2025, is Helson still relevant? I would say yes. And they sell only a few pieces per drop. So like when I bought this, there's only two. I bought mine and there's only one. I don't even think it's available anymore. You know, they don't have 15% offs too often during the year, just maybe some holidays and this New Year's. And you know what? I felt like finally I'm gonna get one. And I was considering titanium, but titanium sold out on the colors I want. I mean, they didn't even bring it back at all, I think. And I was thinking about the blue one with the steel, like this one, and they didn't have it. It was sold out already. So I was like, all right, so the decision's made for me. I don't have to think about it. And steel black, yeah, one of my favorites. Even though I probably got too many black dials around. But overall, solid for the price. Yeah, I think you get what you get. You paid for what you get, and you know, it's not perfectly flat here. I say the crown guard here not being flat on the top is a little annoying. Interestingly, the bottom is finished better than the top, which I would rather have it the other way around. This one's way more even and flat than the top. And all right, you know what? I think what's happened here, yeah, the bottom of the case looks way better than the top. It just looks machined way better, like solid. Like that's something you would see on a Swiss watch, more like, you know. Yeah, way more solid and even and symmetrical and uniform. The top is kind of curved, you know, like ran on the wheel too much. This, yeah, that's a little too much curve. Yeah, that's not flat. Yeah, you can just see like someone did it by hand or something. That's why I don't recommend getting watches polished, because no one can do a perfect job, and it's never going to look as good as brand new. Never. All right. Nope. Yeah, the lugs are a little, like someone polished it with put a satin finish on it. They might have overran it a little bit and hit the corner of the lug here, something like that. Just speculating. Anyways, that's enough for this video. I'll talk next time about this watch. It's 20 minutes. And I think, yes, it's worth it for a discount at 15% off. And yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to wear it. I know it's going to draw some attention. Probably some people are going to say, oh, it looked like a sub. It looked like a sub. Yeah, probably. I'm talking too much. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Anyways, if you like this video, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, TimZUSA. Until next time, Tim Z out.